What's up, you guys? Heavy Metal 95 here. Once again, this is time for a discussion video that we haven't never done like this for the first time in quite a while since I've been doing this as well. So today, we're going to be taking a look at something which I haven't thought of done one like this before, which I probably should have done until now. And this is going to be on the differences between out-of-print manga and out-of-stock manga, because I know we're long overdue for a new video like this, which we have never done like this until now. So before we dive into this video, if you guys all know, if you guys ever been watching the channel, I've been literally getting into reviewing episodes of Hell of a Boss as well, because I've been transitioning to do some episode reviews of web series like Hell of a Boss ever since I did my first impressions review on Has Been Hotel. In case if y'all wonder if you're new to the channel, I'll tell you more about it after I finish off in this video. So let's begin. So for the most thing of what I must say for when I come by on out of print manga and out of stock manga, okay, so the only difference is that there are some certain ways as well, so how the whole investment thing going on between out-of-print manga and out-of-stock manga, well, let's say, for example, because I have been wanting to cut farther up to this as well, because if you ever wanted to look for the fact as how you want to get some manga that you want that are out of print, let's say, for example, like I have the first couple of volumes of Cowboy Bebop manga, because there were only like 3 volumes originally, along with the 2 volumes of Cowboy Bebop Shooting Star in this manga box set. I think that was technically out of print of what I heard about as well, because it's collector's items these days. I mean, if it's long out of print, because this was published originally by Tokyo Pop Manga, which is a publishing company though as well, in case if anybody doesn't know as well, because just because the manga is rare and it's out of print, they could be probably like worth some cash as well, because it's the whole money investment of how if you're selling your manga that could be worth something, that are maybe worth some cash, especially when you're selling out of print manga for like a good decent amount of a price, if it depends on whatever you're selling the manga as well, if you're selling like out of print manga on, say for example, like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and manga Reddit swap meets as well, and also Mercari. Let's not forget about Mercari as well. I mean, if you want to sell your manga to take it into like half-price books, like if you try selling it, they're just gonna give you like in-store credit, which I wouldn't highly recommend you to trade it into half-price books, because they're just gonna have to give you like 50% off in-store credit, like what half-price books did as well, because for my whole consolidations of how I've been figuring out a way as well, because for what out-of-print manga, like let's say for example, like some from Dark Horse, like there was like these 3-in-1 omnibus editions of Blade of the Immortal. Some of them have been reprinted ever since it was been long out of print as well. Same goes with other specific manga in general. Like, take a note, for example, Battle Royale. Battle Royale is another manga series that has also been out of print when they were originally published by Tokyo Pop Manga as well, because all things come in handy for whatever you want to come by for like out of print manga. But some of them can be maybe available through digitally, but although, and now, even though probably what was I gonna say? Oh yes, even though Blade of the Immortal is now back in these hardcover editions, the original 3-in-1 omnibuses were long out of print, though, because especially for what Dark Horse has ever a lot to do for this as well, because if you want to gather it up to this as well, if you ever want to come by as well for like a good proper way of how you wanted to do something for the fact for out of print manga as well, because, well, there's like a whole slew of like out of print manga as well, because I didn't know about it as well, particularly if you gathered up to do for the whole cool thing about this as well. Quite different as well, because most of the manga have been out of print. Like, if you could, can be very expensive these days, because most out of print mangas can be very expensive, and they were worth some cash as well. Let's say, for example, though, because I just wanted to come by of how there's most of them as well, mind you, to I have been discovering for most of these out of print manga series, though, like, say for example, like Viz Media had like these out of print manga series, Saint Seiya, which is Knights of the Zodiac, by the way. It was long out of print because it's been part of these, have to call, like, could be very rare, or if they're out of stock, or someone in between, though, mind you, or I'm not sure if it has been ever out of print, though. I don't know. That's a good question for if you could ever tell for, like, probably out of print manga. I just wanted gathered up to do for this as well, because this is all interesting and it's all new to me for this, for the whole thing. For most out of print manga can be very rare, and not only you have that, because there's a whole bunch of these like out of print manga as well. Like if the manga that is out of print, it's never gonna be back in print for ever since it's going, because it's no longer being printed by the publisher. Let's say, for example, like Battle Royale. You know, because Battle Royale is another manga series that is originally by Tokyo Pop as well. I heard it was going long out of print as well, because, well, true thing for this as well, because how you wanted to know for that as well, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. And not only that, there's also other out-of-print manga from the 2000s that were published in English by Tokyo Pop, such as Pet Shop of Horrors, because I heard that the manga was also out of print, because if you haven't ever wanted to know for this. And same goes with Please Save My Earth, another manga series by Saki Hiwatari, in English by Viz Media, because I heard it's also out of print also, because I'm not sure if they were or if they're out of stock, or somewhere in between. If you ever want to come by for like used out of print manga that were very expensive, this has got to the thing for this as well, because I just want to know to the whole curiosity of how you want to know for this as well. Well, that's a good, that we can all know for this as well. So yeah. Well, most of the manga have been out, like most manga on there, for the whole thing on there, because, well, truthful thing though is that I just wanted to considering the fact for this as well, because when it's out of print, it's no longer published by the manga publisher. And them out-of-print the out-of-print manga books can be very rare and also expensive as well, because take a note for this as well, because this is quite different though as well, because most of them as well because I may have some out-of-print mangas, for example, though, because for the whole thing as well, which some of them can be, like, technically redundant as well, because most of those, there's most of these out-of-print manga, though. Let's say, for example, like, you want to get the original Tokyo Pop manga edition of the first volume of Lupin the Third. That's going to cost you, like, $50 online, because it's long out of print from Tokyo Pop as well. If you ever want to come by for this as well. Well, usually between $50 to like $4 on Amazon online for a out-of-print manga, like the very first volume of Lupin the Third, which is the original manga from Tokyo Pop that I have right here. Speaking of which, because I think I have it right here as well. Let's say this is one of them, and I'm not sure if this manga volume of the second volume of Lupin the Third manga is out of print though, because this is quite to my curiosity. Because if you ever want to come by for some manga that were long out of print though, because to me though, because these were put out by Tokyo Pop as well, so this is now kind of like very redundant, because I just wanted to know for that as well. Well, most manga from Tokyo Pop can be out of print, though. Like, collectors these days. As well. And also, you also got these aside from, like, out of print manga, you also got, technically the, the out of stock manga. Most manga have been out of stock, though, because especially like these manga shortages, if you could know as well. It depends on if every manga title, like some of the, like for example, like the volumes have been currently out of stock. Like if you want to buy a manga series on these volumes on like specific websites like In Stock Trades, like you want to get them on there, some of them can be maybe unavailable or out of stock until they can restock them whenever they can order it as well, because and also this has gathered up to that as well. I had most manga that I got on there, like volume 10, that were almost out of stock online. Like, for example, like I have a couple volumes of Rurouni Kenshin. Like, I have volume 10 and volume 21 of Rurouni Kenshin that I ordered from Right Stuff online back in 2020. Even though Right Stuff Anime Online has been currently out of business, though, because this all has got to my case as well, because I just wanted just to figure out for the fact for this as well, because I just wanted to come by to this as well. I mean, because, you know, Right Stuff Anime Online has been closed down. Well, it's been shut down because, you know, Crunchyroll has bought Right Stuff, by the way, as well, because, I mean, if you want to get, like, to the whole point of how I'm giving in this as well, because if you want to buy a manga that is worth reading, if you ever loved reading a certain manga series, though, because I just got to my curiosity, though, as well, because I just wanted to know for this as well, because you ever want to figure out a way as well. And yeah, because most of these omnibus volumes of manga can be either, whether it be out of print or if there can be out of stock, until, like, if you want to order it online until they can reorder it. Well, those are the whole differences as well, because as far as I know as well, because I just wanted to give into my curiosity of the point of this as well, because I just have to figure out a way to have in one what I learned as well. Because, well, there's most manga that were also out of print from Udon Entertainment that I wanted to give you a word for this as well, because like, for the whole point of this as well, because this has gotten to the whole thing of between most of it as well. We still have proof on as well, because, well, if I'm the whole thing, if you all know about out of stock manga, well, out of stock manga, like, you want to get something on there, which is all, like, you want to go to in-stock trades online and you want to buy a manga, and also it has been long out of stock, and they have to restock at it for the more orders to come. As for out of print manga, well, out of print manga has been no longer published by the publisher, and they end up becoming rare, especially for the whole thing for the most of the every manga can be very out of print and expensive these days, and they can be totaled up to like could be almost worth some cash as well, because if you ever want to know the whole preferences of how, mind you as well, this has just gathered up to how as well, because, well, most of the manga can be out of stock as well, or if it's in camp as well. They could be, though, as well. Well, either in between as well. So, yeah, this is all got to the point for this as well, because I just wanted to how I've been checking out as well, because as far as I wanted to know, because if a manga has been like wanted, I'm not sure if Rosa Versailles manga. Oh, let's take for example, when Udon Entertainment has put out these omnibus editions of the Rosa Versailles from the manga artist. What was the manga artist? Oh, I read something about online that the manga Rosa Versailles has been out of stock or out of print or maybe in between, because like, is there a whole thing for this as well? Most of the investments as well, if you want to buy a manga that is either out of print or out of stock as well, well, some of them can be halted though, because, you know, due to the COVID-19 situation, pandemic thing as well. But this all comes to the whole investments of between out of print manga and used, well, technically probably I'm guessing out of stock manga as well. I mean, if you want to get let's say for example, like, you want to buy a manga that is $50 and it's condition and brand new, like, you want to get the first volume of the Rosa Versailles. It said hardcover, new, out of print, and it was like $50 online if you want to get a manga. I'm not sure if this manga has ever been out of print or if it's out of stock. I'm not sure though, because it's something in between though, because I read something about the manga has been out of print though, or if it's either out of stock or out of print though, because I just wanted to come by to talk about the differences between out of print manga and out of stock manga as well. So that's besides the point though. So that's going to be it for my discussion about for this as well, because that's just besides the point of how I've been learning my preferences as well. So that's going to be it for my discussion about the differences between out-of-print manga and out-of-stock manga. Thank you for watching. Okay, as you guys all know, if you're here to the channel, especially if you're watching the channel, I've been literally getting into Blu-ray now from world cinema, Ralph Bakshi films from the 70s, 80s, Italian cinema, including like Ruggero Deodato, Dario Argento, Lucio Fulci, Sergio Corbucci as well. And also some Terence Hill and Bud Spencer movies as well, because I've been enjoying Italian cinema as well. And I'm also getting into movies presented in THX certified on there. Like, there's movies I really need to plan to get on DVD at one point, like Ladder 49, as well as Toy Story, the 10th anniversary edition on DVD that is THX certified. And also, I've been literally getting into the 5-star collection DVD release of Speed. I want to get that DVD because I might as well track that down because I just wanted to come by for this as well. And I'm also getting into my transitions on reviewing episodes of Hell of a Boss as well, because I've been literally getting into the Hell of a Boss episodes review videos as well, because I've been literally getting into doing some episode reviews on reviewing episodes from Hell of a Boss as well. And I'm also getting into album reviews from my favorite heavy metal bands as well. And I'm also getting into Battle Jacket updates, if you're all new here, because I've been literally getting into the Battle Jacket update videos. And I'm also getting into, technically, movie reviews as well, in case if y'all wonder as well, to my point for this as well, because if you ever want to come by to do a brand new video of how you want to learn for this as well, because I'm also getting into starting a brand new Battle Jacket as well, because this is why I've been getting into Battle Jacket update videos. That's why. I mean, this is something I wanted to do as well. And I'm also getting into the metal CD haul videos as well. And I'm also getting into collecting albums on CD from one of my favorite bands, like Kiss, AC/DC, Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Venom, Merciful Fate, King Diamond, Bathory, Ghost, Black Sabbath, Pantera, what other bands? Oh yes, there's every other rock and heavy metal bands as well, because I've been literally getting into the metal CD haul videos as well, in case if y'all don't know as well. Because I've been literally getting into also history on rock bands as well, also, in case if y'all wonder as well. And also, that's going to be it for today. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates if you missed anything new. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button if you missed anything new on here. That is more to keep it going as well. If you missed anything for this as well, also. And be sure to check out my Anime Planet or Analyst, because I've been going really into tshirtslayer.com and also Letterboxd online as well. And I guess if y'all don't know, I've been literally getting into the record stores as well, because I've been literally getting into the vinyl records as well. I guess if I can call myself old-fashioned, because I've been wanting to get a CD vinyl record player also as well, in case y'all don't know as well. And that's going to be it as well. Ta-ta for now for this video, because this is Heavy Metal 95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy, and have a great day. This is Heavy Metal 95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video. And I will see you soon for more videos I got on plan for what's in store for more here. Take care, and stay tuned for more surprises that are coming on the way. Bye.